how much experience you have? Hold
Yeah, I have
5 point.
7.4 years of experience in the software industry.
Okay, okay, 7.4. So in Java side, which version? Java version.
Yeah, I have an experience on Java also. 4 years up to 4.2 years of experience in Java.
Okay, okay. So right now using Java 8 or Java old version or updated version? Which version you are using?
Updated version we are using Java
Okay,
18.
okay, okay, okay. So in J2E part, just Spring Boot and other part you have worked on.
Yeah, yes, I have an experience on Spring Boot. Actually, we are using more only Spring Boot.
Spring Boot, right?
Spring Boot because of the features of Spring Boot is very high. That's the reason we are using not only in industry everywhere. Spring Boot is very popular.
Okay, and microservices.
Yeah, microservices also. Microservices is that is an advanced technology because of we are using before that a single server, but
Hmm.
here every module we are using micro server with database,
So
each and every module,
which
and we are
database right now using?
right now,
Database.
yeah, in Oracle SQL only.
Oracle SQL. Okay, and JPA, right?
Yeah, yeah, that is the latest JPA.
So which working model you following? Agile or
Yeah,
any
Agile.
agile? So how are you
Agile.
going through the agile?
What
What
Bhupendra?
what process right now in
Yeah,
agile methodology?
yeah, planning and designing and development and testing,
Okay.
deployment review.
Story
Uh, wha-
epics, you know about story epics?
History.
Story epics,
History means
story,
uh,
story epics means this is the working model. Suppose one task you have right now.
yeah, yeah. Yes, I have one task. I will continue the process to the deployment. After that, it will continue the work, and again whatever it is coming work, then it will deploy to the deploying.
Hmm.
Hmm. Whatever I
So
completed,
you know
immediately we will deploy the work.
Scrum, Scrum,
Uh,
Scrum. No,
no,
no idea.
no idea. Scrum means
So because
in
of
spell.
Scrum, Agile, this is the working model. Scrum means daily basis monitoring the activity.
Yeah. Uh,
So which tool using for this task?
yeah, we are using Eclipse.
No, Eclipse is a Java tool.
Ah, for
Means task, how to get the task. Jira or
yeah,
any.
Jira.
So why you confused? Okay.
No, no. Uh, okay. Yeah, if
So
you can ask
you
ticketing tool, then I will.
yes, yes. So if you have Jira, so here you can create epic. Epic
Yeah, yeah.
means if you have task, big task, so first you create the epics. Based on the epics, you can create a story. Story means this is the subtask of epic.
Mm.
So suppose epics have big task. You want work two or three development members. So you can create the separate story
Uh,
point for
Vipindra,
each.
one second. Actually, I am getting some noise from you.
No,
I
my
don't know, but
side
I
is
think that is the fan sound or something. I hear sound like this.
but here no have anyone right now because of I am just silent places I am sit here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Uh, like air sound I am getting. If I didn't get any clearly, but if I am, I will
Oh,
run
oh,
again.
okay, okay. And now better?
Yeah, now it's better.
Okay. So, next question, because of next question is have about some financial domain?
Yeah,
Financial domain
no, no.
work knowledge.
Actually, we are developed one e-commerce application.
Okay, okay, okay. Great,
Yeah,
great.
the application is Sri Viranjanaya Enterprise. That is the application. So
Mm-hmm.
in that there is a the summary is um uh, this Sri Viranjanaya Enterprises is a manufacturing company.
Okay, okay.
So there is a stockist and exporter of all types of crusher plants
Mm-hmm.
and batching plants and hot mix plants,
Mm-hmm.
like that loader, some boom pump, some products.
Okay.
Uh, yeah, in this implemented, we are implemented order management, dashboard services,
Mm-hmm.
product management, user rules management, and customers and vendor management, price management, history services. These are all we are developed e-commerce application.
Okay. So
In this,
now just okay, sufficient, not a problem. So
mm,
I'm just asking, you have worked on Linux operating system. Just you know about the some command, basic command, how to
uh,
deploy and
yeah, yes, yes.
install, log.
I didn't work on still I didn't work on Linux,
Uh-huh.
but I can work. I can do.
So basic command, just I'm asking how to connect SSH command and how to explore the directory. We
Uh,
have some lot of
yeah,
command. So
actually, yeah, Linux commands are used to interact with the Linux operating system
mm-hmm.
through the command line interface. This is the
Mm-hmm.
CLI, command
Mm-hmm.
line interface.
Mm-hmm.
Here, in this file and directory operations are there
Okay.
by using
Okay, okay, that's it, that's it.
dash.
Not a problem. So just I will start with quick start with the springboard. Okay.
Yes,
So
sure.
my first question, suppose you got a one module for creating a springboard application. So how do you create a springboard application from scratch?
From scratch.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm not telling about you write the class and something project is just how
Yeah.
to create a project directory and dependency. So how do you like that create this process?
First, we should analyze the process where I have to update and where I have to do what is the requirement. We should understand the requirement first of all.
No, no,
Uh,
no, no. I'm not asking the requirement. I'm asking how to create project structure of springboard. Simple, simple question. That is the secondary part. I will ask you.
mhm. We should create a new directory first of all for module.
Mm,
In
mm,
existing Spring Boot is there, so
mm.
we should create the.
Suppose no have existing springboard, you just you want to create. Suppose your project name is
Mm,
something just like you can say the ABC project. Okay.
sure.
So how to create this project structure? Structure means all component will come as a dependency moment and everything will come in a structured
Mm,
manner.
yeah, sure.
So how to create?
If, first, we should set up the pom.xml for builder Gradle for anything.
Mm.
Uh, if we are using only pom.xml, we are using. I will explain about only
How do because it will
mod,
not
mod,
it will mismatch. CLI command. Spring initializer.
yes, yes.
So through the Spring initializer you can create either you can create the CLI command line interface.
Uh,
So your project structure will create it. Suppose you are using Java 8, so just go on the Spring initializer site, you select the version,
mm,
accordingly you add the dependency and download the code. So you
Yes.
same thing you can deploy in Eclipse or IntelliJ. So your ready-made
Yeah.
project structure
Yeah.
will ready. So that things I am asking you, right? This thing,
Yeah.
simple thing I am asking. Because
Uh,
of you telling can import pom.xml. So how do you import? Because of if something is going to mismatch, so how do you correct it?
yes. Yes. We can't.
Because of your Java version is something, you have pom.xml is something. How do you
Mm.
manage the startup? So better way is have
Yep.
either
Yeah.
using CLI command or Spring Initializer. Spring Initializer.in. You just go on the side, you will check how to create the project structure.
Mm.
Suppose I want to make it a REST API, get and
Mm.
post API.
Yes.
So
Yes.
how do you create? What method request method? How do you manage? Can you give the scenario of creating the REST API? Scenario, just you give the scenario. Suppose you
Yeah.
have
REST API is
just
connect between interface between.
just 1 minute. I will give
Okay.
one employee class. Okay. Here have a employee ID, employee name, education, and manager's name. Okay,
Yeah.
and
Okay.
manager ID. This is the all five things.
Yes. Yes.
So suppose I want to create a REST API, create a means save the employee record and get the employee record
Yeah.
and search the find the employee. Get means get means get
Get.
list.
Yeah.
I am just giving three scenario. Get
Yes.
the
Yes.
list of employee. You create the employee and find the particular employee record.
Particular
This is
employee.
the three cases is there.
Three cases is there.
Okay, you note down. So how do you write a
Yeah.
program?
Create a REST API with the Spring Boot involves in
Mm-hmm.
the settings of a controller services repository
Mm-hmm.
to handle HTTP requests. So
Mm-hmm.
for get, post, update, put,
Mm-hmm.
delete. That.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, we can use Spring Initializer to
Mm-hmm.
generate a new Spring Boot project
Mm.
with the dependencies for a
No,
Spring Web.
you already created. You already created. I have already discussed. Just now coming in the scenario, how to create REST API for the three cases. So signature I want to know means what classes is required, what interfaces, what classes, and how to write the controller. So these things I want to know. You have confusion any confusion in the
No,
question?
no, I didn't get any confusion.
Hmm.
We are creating the record.
No, dear, simple. If you have employee class, just you make it is a Pojo class. Pojo just
Yes,
is a used to some annotations, entity,
yes.
table
Yeah, we
name,
are.
and map the
You are.
particular ID, give the sequence, whatever you have, rename the class at the red column. If you want to define as a column, you can define. So that is the entity employee class. This is your entity class. Just go create the interface. Interface means you create a employee repository interface, implement to JPA repository, here cast the employee and long ID. Okay, you make
Yeah,
it the service
yeah,
class inside the implement this repository method. Okay,
yeah,
find, save, and particular ID. Right, so
yeah.
this is your
Yeah,
service
correct.
class. Just to create a controller at the red mark at the red controller
At the
request
rest controller.
Okay, here you inject all the service classes,
Yes, yes,
and
service class.
thereafter you create the three REST API method for find the list, request mapping. Request mapping means you give the
Post
URL
mapping at
name.
the rate post mapping at the rate get mapping.
Request method type, you can give the name of get. Simple. If you want to create REST API, so you can post mapping, you can use,
Post mapping
yeah, request mapping, method
in
and path name, you just give the path name, and method type you give the post. Save save
yes,
method, here you call the particular injected repository dot save. Here you can pass the as a
yeah, path
request
variable.
request body will be as a your employee.
Yeah,
You same
um,
employee you pass inside the method, and
yeah, and user
generate the
details,
response.
response entity.
Use the response entity, so you can make it a method as a response entity. As a employee, you can pass as a employee, you will return 200 and the data of employee. If
Yes,
you
yes,
find, just you take it as a path variable, or you can use as a request param, so you can find the particular employee record.
yes, yes.
So this mechanism I am asking.
Okay, okay.
So, next question I will ask you. I think you. So, how do you write the microservice? Suppose your ready-made project is red. This is the employee project. Okay, you have a
Mm,
manager project. Just I'm giving scenario. Three components, three
okay.
module. Component is a different thing. Three module. So one is a employee module. You have written three APIs. You have a organization module. Have another. You can write another API. You have a you can take a organization and product. Suppose
Mm,
three things is there. So I want to manage all these three components through the microservices. So what design pattern we will follow? Suppose employee API I want to call in manager API. Inside the manager API,
yes, yes. Employment
intercommunication,
inside the manager.
intercommunication, and managers related I want to call inside the product module. So how to intercommunicate using microservices?
By using annotations, we will call the employee details and service repository.
No,
This.
those will be the separate components. Suppose you have
Mm,
employees, so have an employee database. You have a manager, right?
mm, yes, yes.
So managers have manager database. Inside the manager means manager record, and inside the associate employee and their activity. Lot of things of the manager. So here managing inside the manager module. So suppose inside the manager module, how to manager module get the employee ID. So employee ID get by using the employee module API,
Mm,
means find a employee detail, right?
yes, yes, yes.
So this API will give you the data. So same
Yes,
thing,
yes.
managers API will give the data to the product module.
Yeah.
I want to intercommunicate, exchanging the data
Exchanging the data.
because of microservices. So how do you write the design pattern? How to call through the unique URL? Unique URL means suppose your organization name ABCD. So http abcd.com. Here I am passing the employee API, so give the employee API response. If I am passing the manager API URL, so it give the manager's detail. If I am
manage.
passing the product detail, so it will give the product detail. So this is the common URL. So how do you write, how to manage all these three components by using the microservices?
Mm. By using uh,
Microservices.
yeah, microservices.
Hmm.
At that REST controller request mapping,
No
API.
dear, no dear. REST controller you already written. Everything
Uh,
you have done.
uh,
So microservices you telling I am know about the microservices. That's why I am ask you. You know
uh,
the circuit breaker design pattern, gateway API design pattern. You know about the Eureka server. This is the discovery register server. Okay, I have tell the all thing. How to register all these three component API in Eureka server. You know about the idea?
yeah, how to register?
All these three modules APIs in the Eureka server means discovery registry. No idea, I think. Okay, I am moving in core Java.
No, 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 no. We are use Spring Initializer, create a Spring Boot project with Eureka server, configure the pom.xml. We are write a code dependencies, group ID, and artifact ID. These are all we are writing dependencies, and in dependency management, and here also same group ID, artifact ID. These are all write in pom.xml, and main application class is we write in package Eureka server.
But
Uh,
Eureka server, I know that Eureka server, this is the utility package. But you want to centralize all these three API in Eureka server. Eureka server have some different locations. Okay. Suppose your this module have different machine and Eureka server have in different machine. So
mm,
I want to register all these API in the other server, Eureka server.
yeah,
So what configuration you will follow up?
yeah, dot port uh, uh, 80808761, like that. Eureka dot client register with the Eureka, and Eureka client
That registration need to be right in the all these three components of the Eureka server. You automatically register all these API into the Eureka server. No need to be do for the manually because of
uh,
you have dependency. That
yes,
dependency
yes,
will
I have dependence.
manage to with the Eureka server. So once you take the Eureka server URL, if you have URL, so the same URL you can utilize in all other independent modules. Because of one module, services are registered in the Eureka server. You making the another second module. So second module, so inside the second module, you want to call API through the Eureka server URL. You can get the response through the Eureka server. You can manage the health. You can manage. So what is actuator? What is role of actuator? This is basic question at the end.
I got confused. That's why. Uh,
Because of I
Someone.
think you have not studied about that. In the interview, inside the interview, working So you
Yeah.
need to be explore all kind of questions and practically you know also. If in
Yes.
question
Yes.
you know but practically you don't know, so that is also have a problem. So just I'm moving in core Java. What a difference between hash map and tree map?
Hash map and
Tree map.
yeah.
Tree map, tree map.
Okay. This is hash map and tree map are both implementation of the map integration in Java,
Mm-hmm.
but they have some significant differences are there.
Mm-hmm.
Internal working or performance characteristics and use cases. In data structure, hash map is use a hash table to store the map entries and constant time performance for basic operation get and put, and hash function displays the elements properly among the buckets, and tree map uses a red black tree to store the map entries and provides logarithmic time performance, get and put. Logarithmic means log n, like
No,
uh, uh,
dear need to be little bit explore it, little bit that explore it, this technical concept because of this is not actual because of if you can give the answer in one line, tree map is a sorted map,
yeah, sorted order of
hash map is
key
a
needed tree map.
hash map is a unsorted, or you can
Unsorted.
say is a normal map.
Unsorted map. Hash map is a unsorted. Tree map is a sorted.
Sorted. Yes. So in tree map, I give one more question. Inside the tree map, you have told me put method. So tree map is equal to new tree map. This is I am creating the object in main method. Okay.
Okay, main method. Okay.
Tree map dot put key as a null, value one. Another value I am putting tree map dot put abc as a key and 2 as a value. So you know one key is a null null and another key have abc as a string. But
Yeah, APC.
so what output you will get if suppose I want to print system out dot println tree map. So what output you will get?
And I think this will throw null pointer exception.
Null pointer exception. Why?
Yeah, we are given null, right?
No, given null I given.
Yeah.
But this is not a region because of tree map is accepting at least one null. That's why I given null. But you telling
Yeah,
the null
correct.
pointer, you telling the null pointer, why giving the null pointer?
Yeah, in zero place null comma ABC, right?
Hmm.
Yeah.
So simple, you given the answer,
Yes.
but you are not able to explain it why it is giving null pointer exception because of tree map is a sorted map.
Yes,
So
sorted map.
sorting means how to compare with the null and real object. Not comparable, not possible. So that's why it is giving the null pointer exception.
Mm.
Null is a discarded object. This is not a real object. Okay?
Yes, yes.
ABC is a real object. So
Mm.
real object value and discarded value means discarded nothing occupied anything else. So how do you compare? Because of one object, one key have nothing the space in the memory area because of this is null,
Null.
and one value have abc as a string, they have space.
Mm. Yes, space.
So they are finding abc is ABC is going to sorting with the real object not found. That's why it is giving a null pointer.
Okay. Yeah.
So this is the main explanation.
Yeah. Yes. Yes. Correct. Main explanation. Clear explanation.
So dear, you need to be little bit explore it because of your
Yeah. Yeah. Yes. Yes. Uh,
technical must
def-
be
yeah.
strong if you want to give the interview because of
Yeah.
here have two round interview.
Okay.
Here not have a single interview. So that's why I am
Mhm.
suggesting you
Okay.
because of if I go with you, so next round person will blank and whitely it will reject. That's why I am
Yeah.
suggesting you just to be prepared for if you are going to interview.
Yeah. Sure. Definitely, I will prepare well.
Yeah, sure. Thank you.
Yeah. Sure. Thank you. Thank you so much, Manath. Okay. Bye.